Good evening, everybody. This is Gordon from Grinning Goggle Gaming. Excuse Xerxes trying to get the last kernel of popcorn out of his bag. Should I say Alan playing Xerxes. I have Richard playing Carcarius. I have Mickey playing Siren. And I have the invisible Neville playing the... I'm trying to think of a good word. Let's just say the indistinguishable Beiro. There we go. That works. I mean, why not? So, when last we saw our heroes, they were camping on the beach, having a booze up. No, joking. They were watching the Sahuagin fortress,
and we're about to have a booze up.
Sahuagin patrol exit through the stone doors across the causeway and march off into the swamps. Beiro followed them. And eventually, so did the rest of the party, to a bullywog village, where they had a bit of a powwow with the chief there, who shall be called Jobba, as an homage to Jabba. And, yeah, you basically discovered that the Sahuagin were attempting to make some sort of an alliance with the bullywogs, but the bullywogs weren't having it because the bullywogs considered the Sahuagin to be weaklings, as their chieftain gobbled down your purple worm meat, which I just realized sounds like a euphemism for something, but it really isn't. It is quite literally purple worm jerky. Anyway.
I'm red, not purple.
Oh, it's only a worm.
Nobody looked up, so they did not see that purple worm. In fairness, probably depends on how cold it is. If it's pretty cold, red...
It doesn't get cold. It never gets cold.
It never gets.
You're resistant to or immune to fire, not to cold.
No, but I can always regulate my body temperature, you know.
Says the man not wearing any underwear. But moving along swiftly, you then return to your vantage point and continued to watch the doors. In the doors, as just as a little reminder, there's this 190-foot causeway leading up to this 30-foot wide platform. These 10-foot high doors, and about 6 feet off the ground you saw a small rectangular opening that you confirmed was actually a little spy window, whatever you'd like to call it, that is blocked by a metal plate, and that I think is where we left off basically. And your mission is to infiltrate this place. So, I turn to you. What is your next step?
I need to ask a question about a monster type. Because I cannot for the life of me remember off the top of my head. Are the Sahuagin classified as bipedal medium creatures?
Just creatures, not humanoids. What is the specific?
Not humanoids.
Wording? Just creature.
Let me double check quickly what the specific wording is.
I need the classification.
Yeah. It is... any creature you've seen...
Have these Sahuagin seen any of us yet?
Restrictions.
Sorry, Alan?
Have these Sahuagin seen any of us yet? Like, have we seen them face to face? There was like 3 of them that like dove away from the lizard lair at that one point, wasn't there?
No, not the Sahuagin. You met the Sahuagin on your boat when they attacked you.
But we killed all of them, right?
All of them except for... Did the priestess not escape from you guys? Or did you manage to kill her?
Do we let anyone escape ever?
No, the giant no, that's true. Like the giant octopus did not let us, but who am I to remember?
I can't remember, honestly.
Shit.
It's too long ago.
Those giant tentacles, and of course I would remember that.
Well, makes sense. You like sushi. you like calamari.
I do like sushi, thank you very much.
So, Neville, have you found your wording yet?
Any creature that I've seen It has got the restriction over here. If you're bipedal, you can't use this trait to become quadrupedal.
Okay. So to answer your question, yes, Sahuagin are bipedal fishmen with a tail.
Hello.
It helps them swim.
Oh.
And we lost
Who'd
Alan.
lose?
I think we killed Alan.
Oh,
I saw his
No,
camera.
he did
like,
WhatsApp.
did he?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think he did.
You back?
Oh no.
I think so. And this is my camera off just in case.
I see you are disconnected from FGU as well.
Yeah, I'm
See if
gonna
you
reconnect
reconnect.
now.
Awesome. So, yeah, what do you
yeah,
want to do?
that's the only restriction on it. Okay, I would like to ask our benevolent cleric over here a question.
Yeah.
That thing you used to babble to people in their language,
Yes.
is it a self or can you cast it on someone? Are you guys seeing the formulation of the plan here?
I am.
I need to find
As
out.
soon as you asked if they're bipedal, I realized what you wanted to do.
That's why I asked, have any of them seen us before?
Yeah. This spell grants the creature you touch with the ability to understand any spoken language it hears.
Just cut out your tongue again.
I do not know if any would have seen you guys specifically, Alan, to answer your question.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna infiltrate with you.
Cool. So, here's the framework of a plan. Alright. We saw these guys come out. How were they dressed?
They're wearing like fishy leather armor.
Okay. So I've got a... Sorry?
And they carry spears.
And they carry spears.
Except for one of them that was carrying like a large warhammer.
Okay, well, here's my theoretical idea. Don't know how well this is going to work. If I disguise myself as one of them, I remove my armor and that, so that I look like them. I take one of the spare sets of clothing I have and I dolly it up to look like their armor. And I'll walk across the bridge and see if they let me in. And you cast your spell that lets me talk to them.
Yeah.
Just to give you an indication of what they look like.
Do they look ugly? I know that.
That's what they look.
A face only a mother could love.
Yep.
Pretty much.
And I bet
They are what we call fugly.
her mom's
Yeah. Gordon, if you check my character sheet, under the actions, under race, I've got my change appearance. That's got the exact wording, and you can just double check, but from what I can see, it looks like I can do it.
Let me read quickly. Sorry, folks.
And how long does that spell last?
It is 1 hour.
An hour, yeah. Does it last longer if you cast it at higher levels? Or...
No. No, it's a once-off level.
Alright, so that gives me technically an hour to get in and get out.
Yeah, or just become mute. You
Yeah,
can
so
become tongueless again.
Could also do that as well.
So yeah, you can use that ability. You'll change in physical appearance to look like a Sahuagin, but your armor and that will not look like a Sahuagin armor.
No. But what I can do armor-wise, I can remove all my armor, leave my equipment here with everybody. I've got a couple of sets of clothing, just plain white clothing, and my disguise kit. And I can make what looks like their armor. It will still be
Sure.
clothing,
That's
but it
going to
just
need a
looks like their armor.
deception check.
Yeah,
do
I'm
that.
pretty sure it will.
Can somebody assist him? I feel like this should be
I
the
can.
parts department. Costume design.
I
Yeah,
can
but-
help.
But I want to find out, what does everybody think of the plan?
Go ahead.
No, yeah, I like it. It's,
Give us a signal or whatever.
So hang on, the plan is just that you
Yeah,
go
the-
turn and just you.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, the only problem is we have no way of communicating once you're inside.
This is true.
Well, if you hear a loud screech, you know I'm dying.
Yeah, and if we come rushing in after you, we're all gonna die because there's potentially hundreds of them in there.
Yeah, it's the whole army.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we are trusting frog math here, but
Oh, that's true.
Oh yes, frog math.
Yeah, well,
Wait, sorry.
what I can do is Whiskers can fly up high and remain within about 100 feet of me. And if I get into trouble, I can send Whiskers straight back to you guys. So if you see Whiskers coming back and me not within 100 feet of Whiskers, then you know that there's trouble, shit went down, that went wrong.
So you're going in by yourself.
So how does that sound? Yeah, just for an initial little scout. I just want to go have a look what's behind that big ass door.
Okay. So you guys doing this?
My internet is so terrible tonight, I'm sorry.
I see you bouncing on and off. Well, let's
Fucking
see.
rain.
Maybe it will sort itself out.
Hopefully. So I wanted to join, yeah, just I suppose it would help. Or I thought maybe it would help, but we can discuss it now. So if I were to join, I can at least mention Boris out, and I can always just claim to have switched sides for some reason.
Oh, I missed that last one. Claim that you have done what?
Switched sides.
Oh, switch sides. Oh, okay, so you're gonna like just go as yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, the other option for an emergency plan if something goes wrong with me inside or communications wise is Bimz.
yeah,
I can communicate with
120
Bimz, and Bimz can communicate with you guys.
You'll be out of range.
Well,
What's his range?
120, I think. So that's not even to the door yet.
No, but he just needs to be in 120 feet from me and 120 feet from you. So if he's on the bridge, let's say halfway up on the bridge, he's still within 120 feet of me and 120 feet of you.
that could work.
You can try.
Alright. So is that the plan? And Siren and Calcareous, you guys are just gonna chill behind the dune watching all this.
Yep.
Do
yeah.
you leave your spyglass with them?
Who, what,
Alan
man?
again.
It's with me.
Yeah.
No, Alan's going to stay back here.
No, I thought Alan was going with.
No. Okay. If we take where the door is,
Yeah.
if I'm at the door,
Yeah.
Bimz is about 100 feet behind me on the bridge up,
Yeah.
right? Alan is another 120 feet back.
Yeah.
So also
So-
on the bridge.
So Alan will still actually be at camp because... Wait, how far was it again from the camp to the door?
50
190.
feet. so-
190, yeah. So 190 feet is only, what, freaking, 85...
It's
85
actually funny
feet to the
how
middle
this
of the
works
bridge.
out. Let me explain it to you. You guys are 50 feet behind a dune from the causeway. The causeway is 190, so 50 plus 190 is 240.
240. Okay.
So, but Alan was saying he wanted to go with you.
Yeah, I could go with you.
Because then he can nope you guys out of there if you need to.
Yeah, I can BD out.
I can also Misty Step.
Okay.
I have a lot of
Oh shit,
Make-
buttons.
Yeah, I have a lot of mechanisms to make a great escape. Believe me.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, is that the plan?
It may not, they may not be the best on the planet, but I'm pretty sure they'll work.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I need a deception roll from
I
you.
can help you.
I can also help if you need.
Okay, cool. So you have advantage.
Alright. What does the disguise kit give? Allows me to add my proficiency, so I can just roll it. Where the hell is skills?
Well, that's why I'm making you roll a deception check.
Wisdom
It
advantage.
already has your proficiency. Son of a bitch.
20.
That's a
There we
nat
go.
20, folks.
And Gordon doesn't even get to roll his die.
Wait, I
That's a
can.
nat 20.
Your left leg looks especially realistic.
Nice.
Siren and Xerxes add some fish scales to it that enhance the effect. Alright, you are sufficiently disguised. Your armor, you scavenge some shells and some seaweed and that from the nearby shores, and you kit yourself out. You don't have a spear though, hey?
No, I'm just going to take I'm just busy checking if I have one in my inventory, but I'm pretty sure I have a dagger here somewhere.
Just check the party sheet as well. I'm almost certain that there might be something like that in the inventory.
Oh, I have 4.
Okay, great.
I have 4. So yeah, I'm good. I just wanted to take a dagger because it's the only thing that I can say it's the only thing that I have that I can take in that would be plausible, if I can put it like that.
Okay, you guys are going to be floating in the air. I'm going to share a map with you. The reason why I want to share it is because I'm afraid it might take long to materialize on your side. Let's see. And I'm also going to swap the screen over to
I'm just trying to think. Yeah. Get to connections. Make sure I have that.
for the stream. That is what a Sahuagin looks like. A big green fishy guy with lots of sharky teeth and webbed feet and a tail. And a nasty looking...
Alright, so before I set off, I want to do a ritual.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to do 2 rituals. So 20 minutes prep time. The first ritual I want to do is water breathing.
Okay.
Right, that lasts for 24 hours.
Okay.
And the second ritual I want to do is...
And doesn't require concentration or anything.
No, it doesn't.
That's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit. That's why he has it.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Little
And
bullshit.
yes, you gotta love this part. This spell grants up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range the ability to breathe underwater until the spell ends. So everybody has it.
Nice.
When did this turn into World of Warcraft?
He's our paladin.
No, flippin', wasn't it the warlock that could cast that shit and everybody could breathe underwater for a raid? I don't know, whatever. Been a long time. So, yeah. It is done.
And the
You guys have all got the ability to breathe underwater. You are currently all drowning in air. I'm
Okay.
assuming it doesn't work that way.
No. And the
It
second...
would be a fucking bitchy ass move for me to do it that way though.
Yeah, and then the second one I'm going to do is detect magic.
Okay, that lasts 10 minutes.
That, what's it? I think it's 10 minutes. Or
10 minutes in
10
a
or 30.
30-foot radius, I believe.
Yeah, 10:30. That's right. So yeah, that's concentration 10 minutes. That should at least allow me to give me a little bit of warning if there's something in there when I get up to the door, whatever the case is. So, and then after that, Richard.
Yeah. I shall bless you with the gift of tongues.
So for an hour you can speak and understand any
I
language.
wonder if I should favor this. I have to cast a spell by licking you.
And the worst part is you're now licking a Sahuagin.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm from
What about
T
some aid?
and Procan.
Sorry, did you say that's clam-tastic?
Fantastic.
That sounds better,
Whatever.
clam-tastic. I like my version better.
Yes.
Don't we have someone that has aid or like what's that other thing that gives you +4s?
We've got somebody that does heroism.
Yeah,
Aid just gives you health.
Hey, anything else?
I think. Are they not both concentration spells, tongues and aid?
Tongues? I don't think it is.
Hold on.
Nope, tongues is not concentration.
Heroism is
And neither is aid.
is a concentration.
Hero.
Yeah, but you. And how long does heroism last?
Up to one concentration, up to 1 minute.
Oh, that's kind of...
Then it's useless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's short-lived.
Alright.
All right. So I have 1 hour until my tongue disappears. Okay.
Would you like to borrow this jacket of mine?
What jacket?
This cloak?
Does it require a tunic?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't.
The cloak of the Lord's Bank?
Yeah, that's why I use it. It's great.
That's some fucking broken bullshit there. What's wrong with these people?
What was that?
The cape of the non-bank, so you can use DD.
Yeah, but the problem is, if I go in with a cape, or a cloak, it's going to be
obvious.
out of character.
I also don't want to give it to you because you'll make it dirty and slimy, so it's fine to worry.
Yeah, and
Makes
the
sense.
worst part is, just here's something. Would I be able to disguise my ring of telekinesis so it is not visible?
Yeah, sure. We'll say as
Put
part of
it
your
on your
disguise,
show.
you put some seaweed around it or something.
Yeah, okay. Because then at least I have one thing as a real backup plan.
Alright. So, you start marching. It's still nighttime. I think I said there was a half moon out at this time of the year. Whatever. There's a half moon out. I say so, and I am the god of this world, so it is so. And as you're crossing this sturdy...
Wait, I say wait. Don't you need to know what the password is to get through the door? I'm sure there's a password.
I will improvise.
How are you going to get through?
I will improvise. They opened the door as soon as somebody walked over the bridge, so...
Yeah, but they probably spoke about something. But okay, it's fine.
We'll see.
You just have to go, ooh.
That was
Did you just
perfect
do a
timing
whale
for your
noise?
camera to come back on. Did you actually activated that time? Just to show
Yeah,
that.
it was planned.
Awesome.
Whale noises.
So, the rest of you waiting, just for shits and giggles, Xerxes, since you've got to be a little bit closer, give me a stealth roll. S'il vous plaît.
Okay. Can I do it like super slowly and hide behind whatever there
Just
is?
give me a stealth roll.
I can help you.
You can always fly straight up.
I will
I could just
take
help
into
you.
account that you are far away and you are sort of hiding in this thing, so roll it with advantage.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, I was going to just see how well you rolled, and then I took pity on you. It would have been funny as fuck if you rolled another one, though. An 18 is pretty good, though. So, Beiro, you start crossing over towards the stone doors. When you eventually get to that ledge, I mean, the water is sort of splashing up onto it. You can hear it all around you. You guys can hear the sound effects, right? I still wanted to check before we started the stream.
Not really.
Not really. It is quiet. Oh, we'll see.
This fucking computer.
I just had to turn it up on my side.
So you start approaching the stone door, and you are about 30 feet away, and it remains closed.
Okay.
You do not think anybody has noticed your approach.
Fine.
What is this in the toy?
What the fuck was that? Anyway, what do you do?
I'll continue approaching the door.
Alright, so let's move you up to the door. You going right up to it?
Oh, we're on the map.
Yes.
Oh, there. Okay, yeah.
So,
Yep, right up to it.
and then what?
Bash on it.
Bash on it. With something or just with your hand?
That's with my hand.
Make a strength check for me. You scratch at the door and nothing happens. Would you like to try using a weapon to assist you in making some noise?
Can I see any relatively large rocks around? Oh, no, maybe I shouldn't do that.
I want to say you are standing on a relatively large rock.
How
Technically.
how high is that little window up the door?
About 5 or 6 feet up off the floor.
5 or 6 feet.
Closer to 6 because they are quite tall.
It's a terrible thing to try. I'll try the hilt of my dagger and smack against the door.
Okay. Kung, kung, kung. You hear this dull echo on the other side. And in an instant, you hear a scraping of metal on stone, and that view portal opens, and you see these fishy eyes staring at you, and a voice demands, "Who are you? Why are you outside? You don't have permission."
I got separated in a previous fight. I've been on land forever. Will you please let me in? I hate this land.
Who do you report to?
Yes.
The commander is dead.
Dead?
Dead.
You-
Lost
the
fight.
metal thing
Far north.
slides shut.
Should have just rolled for a random name.
It opens up again.
Oh shit.
What was your commander's name? We don't know of any patrols that got killed.
Just remind me, how far north was that other fight with the Sahuagin? When we first came across them in the cave.
Oh, the prisoners. Which cave? What cave? Wait, quiet. What are you talking about?
The first time we came across the Sahuagin, they were fighting with those other people.
The lady
It was in the council that we started a trade alliance with.
Oh, the smugglers.
No.
What are you talking about? I'm confused.
Okay, who are the other fish people that was sitting in the council with a table with us just now when we were in Saltmarsh?
Toa. That is the
There's got
Toa.
that have emissaries there.
The-
They were attacked by the Sahuagin.
Yeah, all of them have been, so you're not really narrowing it down for me.
Okay. No, but we were involved with a fight against the Sahuagin, and we killed a whole bunch of Sahuagin.
Yeah, on a boat.
On a boat.
Mm-hmm.
How
Yes.
far north?
Your boat. Well, more east than north.
More east. Okay, I'll relay this marvelous boat fight to the east, and I will come up with some random name.
He says, hold on. And he doesn't shut the portal this time, and you hear him talking to somebody behind him, and he's asking, does anybody know something about an attack on a boat, and it's a whole bunch of us dying, and eventually one of the bigger guys in the back, you hear a deeper voice say something to the effect of, yeah, there was a bunch of Sahuagin and a priestess that got their asses whipped months ago. And the guy at the door turns back to you and says, it took you this long to find us? Are you stupid?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'll say, what kind of question is that? What does stupid mean?
You know what stupid means. Stupid.
Don't. I'll jump up and down. I'll say, not stupid, not stupid, not stupid.
Step back. He must have taken a hit on the head. We'll get the priestesses to look at him. And the doors, you hear something being moved on the other side, like a heavy bar, and then the door, one of the doors starts being pushed open towards you. Just a crack, just enough to let you come in. And as you, well, do you step forward, first of all?
I'll step forward, and then as soon as I can see inside the room, I'll start relaying what I see to Bimz.
Okay, so basically what Beiro sees is a very bare, Spartan-looking room. You can see that there's a short corridor just ahead. This room is about 20 feet across, to this corridor, but is much wider. To your left, you see a single stone bench running along the wall. To the east, on the eastern side, and to your right, on the opposite side of the wall, you see a large metal gong with a metallic bar hanging, or not hanging, leaning against the wall next to it. You can also see in that corridor opposite from the door that you just entered, there is a large bronze gate. And there are also 9 Sahuagin in here.
Okay. And if I just take a look around at the door mechanism,
Let me open the door, then you can see what you see. Yeah, 1 second. Just let me do this.
Neville, just check what's up, see if you know what's going on with Alan's screen.
I know what's going on with Alan's screen.
Holy moly, what the fuck? That looks
Not good.
not good.
No, that is not good. That is return to manufacturer. That is either, by the looks of it, your LCD strips have come loose. In other words, the lid's taken a bit of a beating or something like that. Or it's a manufacturing defect. Seeing as it's
Yeah,
so young, I think it's a manufacturing defect.
I've treated this thing like gold, man. It's like, it's, yeah.
Manufacturer then.
I've never dropped it. I've never scratched it. It's like mint.
Shit.
And it just happens randomly. This is the 3rd time now.
Well, it's either that, or it's the video card itself has gone. But does it always show the same pattern?
Yeah. And then there at the bottom right, it just starts to go darker and darker, and then I get scared and I switch it off.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what that is. But it's usually a fault with the screen itself.
Yeah, I just can't replicate it, so hopefully they'll just replace the screen with something.
Oh, well, you just take that photo and show it to them.
Yeah, I mean, hell, there's no way you're faking that.
Yeah,
Are you still good to play, or?
I'm just gonna use my phone on Discord.
Alright. Shit. That is hectic.
I'm emailing them right now.
Awesome. So, yeah. So you see all of these guys, and they're all like eyeing you warily. And towards the back, there's a very, very large one who sort of pushes his way towards you, and he gives you like a sniff, and he says, "I don't recognize you."
I'll look at him and I'll say, I don't recognize you either. No, I don't recognize you too.
He says, "How did you know to find us here? If you've been lost since that attack, so many months."
I was going all around and walking forever and ever and ever in this stupid land. And then a little bit earlier on today, I saw 3 of my kind walking along a path. So I just waited in the bushes and I followed them and I saw they went through this big door.
But how did you survive on land?
There's lots of difficulty and going in mud and swamps, and every now and again there was a nice ugly lake, and then I managed to find sea sometime. I was so lost. Confusing.
He says, no, DM says, first of all, "I'm trying to decide if this requires a persuasion or a deception."
It would be deception.
It would be deception because you're lying through your sharky teeth.
Everything about what I'm doing right now is 100%
So
deception.
give me a deception roll.
With advantage.
Yes.
It's part of my, what's his name? Everything is with advantage when it comes to my deceptions.
Uh-huh. Okay, that is a 20. He did not see through your deception. And he says, "Well, make sure you stop by the priestesses on the eastern side of this floor. They can give you a look and see what's wrong with you. You seem defective."
I will do that.
Ellen, you are upside down. Is this by... Okay.
This is how Xerxes is right now.
Something like that. It's just fucking confusing for me. But anyway. So. He barks out an order to somebody beyond those bars, and they open up. It takes about 3 minutes, but eventually you hear this mechanism and this chain, and eventually the gate lifts and you are allowed to pass through. What do you do? How much of this are you relaying everything you can still to Xerxes?
Every detail I'm relaying.
Okay, because you are about to go out of radio signal range.
No, Bimz will remain within range of me.
Yeah.
So I'll keep relaying to Bimz, and then but as I go through the gates, I'll turn to the big guy and I'll say, "You said priestesses on the western side," and I'm going to point up.
Eastern side. And he points that way. Did you see what side he pointed?
No, I didn't catch it. He points that way. Okay.
In that general
that's
direction.
Alright. Cool, can you move me into the room so that I can just check that layout a bit?
Which one?
That one, yeah. Okay, so those dots over there, is that the barred?
Yeah, that's the gate. That's the bronze gate that has now been lifted. And they are waiting for you. He says, come on, you gotta move on.
Say, yeah. Walk through, and I'll stop just past the gate. After I say that, I'll say, where do I get food?
Where does he get food? That is a good fucking question. I'm trying to remember. I think it is on the... Yeah, he says, go down to level 2. It's a short swim away.
Okay.
You can ask for directions down there.
Okay.
If you find the priestess, she can help you.
Okay.
So you're moving further in.
Yeah, moving further in.
The rest of you guys see the stone doors shut behind Beiro. And Beiro, as soon as you pass through that bronze gate, you are not surprised to hear the gate being shut behind you.
Okay, cool.
And there are 2 Sahuagin standing to either side of that gate that just give you a somewhat suspicious look.
Okay. So now, if I have a look back at that door, that set of doors, was it a deadbolt that they put on it, or did it have an actual mechanism
it's
as well?
Basically a thick piece of stone in metal brackets across the doors. It's
Okay.
a bar.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a bar. All right, and then that's flippy latch thing is closed again.
Yes.
The peepee hole.
Yep.
Alright.
No, it's not a pee-pee hole. Just point of clarification.
The peeking hole.
Yeah, the peeking hole sounds a little bit better, but not much better. So, what are you doing?
All right. So we got so far
Xerxes?
11.
Bimz is fast enough. He can quickly fly till he's within range of you, and he says, I can't see him anymore, boss. Doors are closed. I'm going closer to see if I can hear him. And Bimz flies back. What are you doing?
Alright, I'm gonna head that way. Or do you want me to just pull my icon?
Yeah, show me where you're moving, fucker.
I'm gonna go that way.
Jeez, do I have to do everything for you? So you start heading off in that direction.
Okay,
and
sorry, in this room is basically empty except for the 2
I didn't
dudes.
actually give you the what's the name? Yeah, it's pretty much also bare and empty. You can see the floor and the walls are all worked stone, as was the first room. But like everything is like perfect. I mean, those corners are 90-degree corners. You can see there's some level of expertise in whoever's been carving this stuff out. From the descriptions you got from the lizard folk, it was rough caves and caverns in here, not dressed stone.
Okay,
So the Sahuagin have been doing a lot of work here over the last whoever knows how long. Yeah, on the northern wall, basically that little cog thing is the mechanism for the what you call it?
Brass gate.
For the brass gate. And give me a perception check.
Okay, and then 1 second. I just need to disable. I need to remove Sentinel shield because I don't have it. Off. Yeah, sorry, I just remembered I don't have my shield and that, so I just want to unequip it as well quickly.
Cool.
So that it doesn't go to my armor class. But you said perception, eh?
Perception.
Perception.
Okay, 21 is pretty good. As you're looking around this room, you notice that there's another row of benches along the southern wall that turns around the corner, heading further south to the east, down another little corridor. These corridors are about 10 feet wide. The ceilings are usually around 15 feet wide, so it varies a little bit, but not much. But you also notice that next to this bloke over here, there is a rope that is leading up to the ceiling.
A rope leading up to the ceiling, just straight up to the ceiling alone.
It's sort of like around a little hook in the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
I'll go grab on the rope and swing a little bit.
No, it's not like that kind of a rope. It's like it's tied in a knot, and that Sahuagin doesn't let you near it. He says, "Hey," he said that way, and he points you in that direction.
Okay. Well, then I'll say, "Wow, this place looks nice," and I'll go in that direction.
The two Sahuagin at the either side of the door just like give you this look and like a very weird shrug. Like this guy's not got all his marbles.
I'll turn back and I'll say, "It looks better than all those funny planty things out there."
So they ignore you as you continue walking down. So the rest of you guys are just chilling outside for now until you hear something back.
Is somebody keeping count? So far we're up to 11.
Bimz is going to try and see how far he can get. 11 and what?
Sahuagin.
Well, only you can keep count at this point. I can't see how long far that is. Okay, great. So Bimz asks you, "Hey, what's going on?"
I'm heading... I'll tell him I'm heading east. There's another 2 guys inside here, so far the count is 11.
Okay. Bimz like flies away a little bit, feeds this information to Xerxes, flies back, and is just sitting on the rocks basically. He can still sense you for now. So, where are you heading to?
There.
More dressed stone, an empty hallway. It seems to stretch
Wow, it's actually made it go through the...
for another 80 feet or so. It looks quite barren, quite empty. It's clean, though.
Okay.
I just realized something. The stream can't see Jack because
Observer's not here.
Observer is not with you. Oh, Observer can't actually go through like that. I have to do it like this. That's so funny. I'm going to put Observer over there and move the stream down a little bit. Alright, so you head over there and you see a long corridor that turns sharply to your south. You can make out about 40-50 feet ahead of you. There is an opening, some sort of archway to your left, to the east.
Alright, so head on down there. Wow. I'll head down there. Not seeing anything yet, eh?
Well,
no other Sahuagin yet.
Are you looking in that room at all?
Not at the moment, no.
Well, what you can notice just as you pass through that doorway,
Well, actually,
there are
let me
dark
have a
green
peek.
tiles that are covering the walls and floors of this room, which is different to the other stone that you've been seeing in this, in the passages and that. You can also just see there appears to be like lidless stone coffers lined up against the walls to the south and the east.
Okay.
and there's a blue glow that's coming from one of these coffers.
The blue glow.
A blue glow.
Okay.
Your sword is glowing blue. Your sword is glowing blue. Sorry. Old joke. Zork Grand Inquisitor. So, what are you doing?
Okay. Cool.
Heading further south.
Move there. Yeah.
So, taking a peek into this room. Allow me to get my thing. It seems like this place is a little bit more unfinished. I just want to move. Oops. Okay, more blocks. Give me a second. Whoa, why doesn't that want to work? Wow. Weird.
Wow.
Are you
this is a
actually
big
going
room.
in there, or are you just looking?
No, I'm just checking if my line of sight is the correct distance, and it is.
Yeah,
Wow.
it should be.
Wait,
you
are
can see-
these
Yeah.
are these 10-foot squares?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
It is a big fucking place. You can also see here in this place, it's mostly unfinished. You can also see many more of those lidless coffers that are arranged around the walls of the room. You can also see that there are none near the northern wall, west of the archway. So in other words, along this wall over here. But the other walls all seem to have something or the other. If you peek a little bit further in, you would also see that there are stone columns that seem to be about 10 feet wide that are obviously support structures, and there are 3 more arched doorways leading into unknown rooms.
Okay, what I'm going to do is there's no one around me that I can see, right?
You do not see anything or anyone.
Okay, I'm going to move to there, but quietly.
Okay, you can give me a stealth check.
Oops, skills. Do I get advantage or just straight?
No, just straight. Not that you need advantage. That's a 29. So you very quietly and stealthily move further in. I wanted to just check something quickly. How far is that? You no longer feel Bimz's presence, by the way. You lost him about 20 feet ago. What you see, yeah, pretty much as I described it to you, you see these columns, you see these unfinished looking rooms. You can also see along that northern wall where I said you didn't see any of those stone coffers like the rest of the walls. You see a whole bunch of tools. Looking at them, you're familiar enough with them that it appears to be stoneworkers' tools. So you assume whoever's been doing the work has left their tools here. For whatever reason.
Okay.
Give me an intelligence check. I want to see if you can do something with your observations. Since you are pretty much alone in here and it is quiet. Yep, you have no fucking idea. It's big. So, what do you do?
I still don't see anybody, so I'm going to go a little bit more in quietly.
A little bit more in quietly.
Yeah, I'm going to remain stealthy at this point.
You know what I'm trying to find? Is that it? It's more sync client view. Hey, that's what I'm looking for. So, as you move in further, yeah, there's no more detail that you can glean from moving in further at this point. Other than what I've already told you. That little bit wasn't... You can see there is a doorway, yeah, over there to the north.
Yeah, that's what I'm busy going to very quietly.
Alright, so you do so. Looking to into the room to the north of you, you can see it's pretty much plain stone floors and walls and ceiling, but you can see there are 2 rows of metal racks running along the entire length of the room from east to west. They are set parallel and about 6 feet apart, leaving a passage between them, basically. So like a little aisle, a little shopping aisle, if you will. A large number of spears, tridents, and other weapons are arranged on these racks. You can also see that there are 2 large coffers sitting to either side of... Well, okay, no, you wouldn't be able to see it, because you aren't in that room, per se.
Okay, so remaining very, very quiet. I'm going to move in a little bit more.
Okay. Well, peeking around the corners, you would see these 2 large stone coffers. They are closed, but do not appear to be locked. You open them?
Still nobody here.
Nobody, not a soul in sight.
Okay, if I go in a little bit more, the entire room is devoid of anything living.
Correct.
I will grab a spear.
You will grab a spear. Okay, you grab a spear. And spear.
Oh, actually, hold on. Am I proficient with a spear? I know I can use a trident.
I think
so
everybody
I should
is
be able
proficient with a spear.
Okay, I'll grab a spear.
I will give you an spear. Done. Did it add it?
Now I can look the part properly.
Yes, you can. I can't see it in your thing. Whoa, shit, it added 60. Whoops. That's you have turned into a porcupine.
Wow.
That won't work. So, you have a spear.
Okay, cool. You say the coffers, there's one on either side, one on the east, one on the west.
Yep. Either side of the southern door, so basically over here and over here.
Okay, and my detect magic hasn't picked up anything magic, eh?
Nothing. And you're about halfway through, maybe about 2/3 of the way through your detect magic.
All right, I'll have a look at the coffer that's over here, carefully, quietly, super quietly.
So you open it up and you find inside are about 75 daggers in nice little scabbards.
Okay, and the one on this side?
The same.
Fuck hell, these guys are gonna ask. Okay, so roughly, so that's like about 150 daggers. How many spears and tridents are there?
So
roughly.
There are now 59 spears, 30 tridents, 10 glaives, and 20 warhammers.
I need a freaking pen and paper.
Yes, you do. Since you are the only one doing the fucking scouting at this point.
Hold on. Wait.
You guys
Where the hell did they move notes to? Okay, there's notes. Alright, hold on a second. I don't have any. Alan, I don't have any. It would be a wonderful freaking idea that right now. I would so happily do that.
I missed that. What was that?
That's for players only.
Oh, really?
Okay, what's this note going to be called? What are we calling this little fortress? This
Sahuagin fortress. It makes sense when you think about it.
Okay.
Sahuagin.
11 so far. And so we got 150 daggers. Jesus. 59 spears in stock. Then they also themselves have got spears. 30 tridents, eh?
30 tridents. 20 warhammers.
20
and 10 glaives.
10 glaives. Fuck. Small arsenal. I think freaking Boogalooga was right with his fucking mathematics. I think he got roughly the right amount of freaking weapons they have.
So, what's next?
Wow. Okay. Anything else in this room that I can see other than what you've listed to me here?
To your west and to your east, there are 2 more arches. There is also a passageway, a corridor leading off to the west.
Yeah, that's going back to the beginning. Alright, so I'm going to quietly move my way through to there.
Mm-hmm.
What do I see?
I just want to move the
Don't see anybody.
streams thing a bit. No, you still do not see anybody. Looking into this room, just want to get the right section. Where am I? You can see still the same stuff, pretty much plain old stone. But in this room, you don't find any weapons. You find lots and lots of coils of rope and heaps of animal hides scattered on the floor. You can also see a few metal nails lying between the piles. Overall, it looks quite disorganized. Where to next?
Okay, if I go into that room completely, that's all that's in this room.
Yeah, it's about 20 foot wide and 40 foot long.
Okay.
Yeah, this room has a slightly different feel to it. You see that there are very neatly organized heaps of metal nails, hooks, buckles, along with what appears to be leather belts and straps on the floor.
Sorry, hold on a second. Belts.
And straps.
Straps. Lots. Lots. Sorry. Alright. Well, I'm taking it if I go into the room, same thing, nothing else in there that I can see other than that.
Pretty much the same. A little bit different, a little bit smaller than the other one.
Okay. Then I will quietly move my way back over in this direction. Go down here. This part over here, there's nothing but those columns.
Yeah, there are just columns, and like I said, you see these empty stone coffers lining the walls.
I
Give me
mean,
a
nothing of
perception
note.
check. Give me a perception check.
Skill. Perception.
By your count, there are about 60 coffers in here, lining the wall.
And they're all open and empty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so I'll head down there.
Okay, you head down there.
And then I will carefully and quietly make my way to each one of these doors.
Alright, so you peek through into the room to your left, the first one that there is. And you can see that this is a very austere looking room. There's a small table with a couple of chairs. There's also a stone coffer with its lid open and propped against the wall. Which stands in the northeastern corner, basically. I'll just say that you went in there and you had a look. And you can see an identical coffer in the northwestern corner. So, basically, over there and over there.
You say they're both empty, open and empty.
Open and empty.
Okay, so it's just a little room at the table. Ah,
Yep,
good.
and a couple of chairs.
Nobody
Well,
in
it's not
it.
that little, it's about 30 foot squared. But anyway, the next room is about the same size. And you can see it's also pretty much just stone. You can see a stone coffer in the northeastern one corner and in the western corner as well. And the lids for both of these seem to have had a bit of an accident and are lying shattered on the floor. But by the look of it, it's supposed to have the same purpose as whatever the previous room was.
Okay. The next one.
I just want to grab the observer here. 1 minute.
Yeah, still moving nice and quietly.
I will let you know when you need to do a stealth check. Peeking into the next room.
Is this on Twitch? Because I can't see it.
No, it is not on Twitch. I'm not doing live streaming. Not until I get this stupid cap nonsense lifted. It's not a cap. It's the restriction on the streaming stuff. So I'm just recording at this point. Sorry, Alan.
No problem.
Do you want me to try and stream it? I don't know how that's going to work. Stream it to Discord?
Put it this way, I can stream to Discord.
Yeah, that would be better.
Yeah, that'd be nice, thanks.
I didn't think of that.
Sorry, should have done that.
Looking into this final room, it's about the same size. It's also very, very similar to the other chambers. You can also see 2 stone coffers against the northern walls in the corners. But you see the lids of these coffers are lying on the wall between piles of stoneworking tools and chunks of chiseled stone and debris. So it looks like they're still working on this one.
Okay.
Now we've lost Richard. Nikki, it is just you and I.
Yeah. Okay.
Our faces at least.
Have we lost Richard completely?
I don't know. Richard?
So yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. You just disabled your video.
Yeah, no, I just turned off video.
Okay.
Cool.
Just you are there.
So.
Alright, so.
I'm going to say that it has now been around 20 minutes or so into your hour of tongues.
Okay, so my detect magic is definitely worn off. Cool.
Yes, for certain. Looking into that corner, you see more of those empty stone coffers lining the southern and western walls. You also see a passage leading out to the west, which he runs straight towards.
Moving quietly.
I know you were moving quietly. You see a corridor, pretty much the same thing, 15 foot high, 10 foot wide ceilings, all work stone. To your north, you can see against the western wall is another archway that opens into a room. To your south, you don't see anything other than a corridor that appears to branch off and turn, if I remember right. Hold on a second, I'm just trying to move the observer.
Want to have a peek into this room off to the left over here? Yeah, that goes back to the entrance. Entrances.
That's not the one that
Entrance is there.
Alright. So you're moving up there.
Yeah, but quietly, and I'm going to peek into that room. Is it the same as the room on the opposite side?
Let me tell you.
The room that had the glowy blue
This
thing.
one, hey?
The room that had the glowy blue thing.
Well, you can see that they are the same kind of, like more patterned tiles. These ones, however, are dark blue that are covering the walls and floor of this room. In the center of the room is a small table with a small bench beside it. You can also see a coffer that is propped open in the northeastern corner, its open lid leaning against the wall. You see a miner's pick lying on the floor on the southwestern corner. So basically directly across from the doorway.
Okay. If I go in a little bit, quietly, there's nobody there. If I peek in, there's nobody in that room.
Empty. It looks like it is not ready yet for whoever is.
Okay, and you say that coffer is empty, open and empty.
Yep, open and empty. It looks like it's being prepared for someone, but that someone is not here.
Alright, do I feel Bimz yet? Am I close enough to the
That's a
entrance
very
to
good
feel
question.
Bimz yet?
Let's have a look. Yes, you are just within range.
Alright, so I'm going to say, Bimz, relay. These guys have a shit ton of weapons. An arsenal.
Bim says, noted. Shit ton of weapons. What else?
So far, it looks like they're just constructing a lot over here. But I found the armory and there are a lot of weapons in it. I'm going to be going much further south. See if you can position to the other side further south.
Roger, roger. And he temporarily
Roger.
flies back. He deposits this information into your guys' minds. So you are all aware now of everything Beiro has just discovered. And Bim says, I'm going to be flying to the other side of the island to see if I can keep in range. And he does so. I'm going to say that he's going to basically crawl across the top and attempt to communicate with you so that he can keep a link. Alright. The top of this is at most about 30 or 40 feet away from you. So as long as he stays on top, he can follow you. So you say, I'm moving towards the seaside. He'll know what to do.
Okay, cool.
So you head back into the corridor.
Yeah.
And where are you going now?
Well, they said priestess is on the east side, so I'm staying on the west side. Okay, so that looks like the next, whoopsie. Well, one further down than that, but anyways, we'll go south there. Just going to be trying to move quietly.
Yeah, give me another stealth roll just for shits and giggles, please. Just to see how competent you are. Okay, you are
Not
fairly
very.
competent with a 21. The corridor branches, what are branches? It turns a corner to the west. And eventually to the south. I need to drag
The observer along.
the observer along. And do this. I need to make a shortcut key for this sync map thing. So, I assume you'll want to go there eventually.
Yeah. Quietly go check around every corner that I'm reaching. I see there's one here, I see there's one here.
So, having a peek around there, you can see a passage, a corridor leading off back towards the east that seems to then turn north after about 30 feet or so.
Alright, and if I have a look in that one.
There are a set of stone doors that are closed.
Alright. Let's go back here. Let's have a look what's there.
So,
Seriously? This place is a bloody maze.
yep. Affectionately known as a lair.
Yeah, it's like,
Bum, bum, bum.
looks like I need to be quietly over here. That looks like doors.
No, it is more. Passages!
Oh, god damn it.
Ah, stairs, my eternal enemy.
Okay, there.
More passages!
Sweet fuck, where's down?
There is a...
Oh shit, there's down.
There is a... The passage ends and seems to turn south, but also about midway through there is a way heading south. I need to sync the view again. Just give me a moment. Alright. So are you ignoring that southern passage to head east?
For the moment, yeah.
Alright, so you head east, it turns south for about 20 feet, and then heads further east.
Okay, if I go there.
Give me another stealth check, please. It has now taken you another 10 minutes or so. So 23. So as you move further and closer, you can see that there's another archway to the east, and what appears to be another chain mechanism for the gate, similar to that gate in the beginning, against the eastern wall of the room that you can just see into. One moment, please. Just hold 1 moment while I do something. I need to see what you can see, and apparently you can see something in here. This is... Alright. You can see that there are several Sahuagin conversing in this room. One of them is very much female and looks like a priestess. They have not noticed you beyond all reason.
Okay, so how many there? The priestess and another.
You can just see 5. You can see a priestess and what looks like 4 lesser Sahuagin. Soldiers of some sort. You getting cold, Mickey?
No.
Just doing cloak and dagger.
I just enjoy oversized things.
I want to stick close to the wall and move closer to this archway over here. I want to move as slow as possible.
Okay.
To keep stealthy.
Another stealth roll for me, please. Just straight.
With advantage.
Nope. Just straight.
I said I was doing it super
Doesn't
slow.
matter. Just straight. Fucking 23 again. This is some bullshit. Always need to check something. Fuck, they don't see you either. What do you see? Let me move the observer down here. To more or less where you are. Okay, I need to tell you that, yeah, you see in this room are that priestess. You can see that there are 5 Sahuagin wielding spears, and there are another 2 very large Sahuagin wielding very nasty looking warhammers, similar to what you saw on the racks in that other room.
Okay.
And you can see that the 2 that are wielding the warhammers are facing towards the southwest and appear to be conversing with somebody in hushed tones. And you can hear a sibilant female voice.
A what female voice?
Sibilant.
Okay,
It's a
English.
fantastic word.
That is English.
That is English.
And those of us that don't have dictionaries in their heads?
It sounds... What's the right word? And I can't think of what's the name. Sibilant. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a female voice. That's all you need to know. That's talking in a very
by a hissing
specific
sound.
manner.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it still she's speaking Sahuagin?
It's still speaking Sahuagin, but
It's hissing.
you can try and make out what they're saying, but give me a perception check to do that. Because they're not talking. They're like whispering. Okay, that's 17. That's not too bad. Basically, what they're discussing is there is a slave in a room to the north that they have locked away who is busy dying, and they are basically making crude jokes and making bets about how long this slave will last.
Slave to the north. Not on this freaking floor.
From where you are, you can see that there appears to be another corridor around there. By that gate mechanism. You don't see the gate itself, though.
Shit.
And you can see there's another archway to the south.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go back that way. And head back. Gonna make a strategic retreat.
Strategic retreat, huh?
Yes. To there. Hey, recon. supposed to be on recon.
Alrighty.
Hope we're doing a better job this time.
Yeah. Well, nobody's had a shovel implanted into their skull.
Yet.
Unfortunately.
Googly eyes. So,
Alright, still quietly.
heading south. So, after about 30 feet, you come to a T-junction, and to your east and to your west are sets of stone doors, about 10 feet tall, 5 feet wide, each of them. What do you do?
Shit.
You remind me of a South Park character.
Alright,
Who was the one that was always wearing Kenny with a hoodie?
Kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, kill Kenny.
Ah, damn it.
Alright.
Her eyes have fallen off! So, what are you doing?
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to go up to that door quietly and have a listen. Very careful listen.
We've now reached about the 40-minute mark. Eh? So,
I'm
make
gonna
me
listen.
a perception check.
Oh, wow.
You put your ear against the cold stone door and hear nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I hear nothing. Okay, I'm going to very, very quietly and carefully just push against the doors to see if they're open. Unlocked.
They are indeed unlocked.
Alright, so then I'm going to very carefully open them. Very quietly. Need a stealth?
Yeah, you can give me a stealth roll to open them quietly. They are large stone doors. Holy moly, that's a 28. So you push on the doors and open them quietly, stealthily. And what you see is dark green tiles covering the floor and the ceiling of this room. And it seems to be forming like an incomplete mosaic that appears to depict Sahuagin warriors defending an underwater city from a tentacled monster. You can see there's a table in the center of the room with small, ornately carved benches to either side. You also see that there are two coffers propped against the northern wall. Their lids are closed. What do you do? Otherwise, the room is empty.
I was going to say, go in carefully and have a look if the room's got anything living in it.
Nothing.
Alright, so in this room the only thing that looks interesting is the coffer that's closed.
There are two closed coffers.
Alright, so if I go in
Okay.
and go and check one of the coffers.
So
Where are they?
you slide the lid off of the coffer and find it to be empty.
Okay, and the other one?
You slide the lid off the second coffer and, shockingly, it is empty.
Yeah, no surprise there.
Damn it.
Okay,
No fucking treasure for you.
right, so I'm going to go to that door.
Please feel
And I'm
free
gonna
to
listen.
write to management.
I'm going to listen against that door.
Your complaint will be shredded.
Yes. Yes. Perception.
This time.
Oh, you did it. 13. You hear nothing.
Okay, same thing, very quietly. Press
And
against
stealth
it,
check.
see if it's unlocked. There.
It's sinful. Roll something low, for goodness sake.
It's a 26.
26.
It's difficult for me to roll low on stealth.
So you push open this door and you can see pale blue tiles covering the floor and ceiling of this room. The mosaics on the wall depict Sahuagin warriors sinking large sailing ships. A table in the center of the room is flanked by two ornate benches. You can also see two coffers that stand against the northern wall. Their lids are leaning against their sides, and they appear to be empty.
Surprise, surprise. Okay, so the blue room depicts Sahuagin sinking ships,
Yes.
and the green room depicts Sahuagin.
defending an underwater city from a giant tentacled monster.
Okay, and if I actually go fully into this room, there's nobody in here, nothing else of interest.
There's nobody in there.
Alright. So, maybe you can move me. Okay, wait. Let's do this. Don't move me yet.
Oh, I already did. Oh.
No. I am doing the path to my next. There. That's like freaking 400 feet.
To where? Wow. Okay, hold on. So at the end of this long ass corridor that you are still apparently running towards, you are now on about 50 minutes of your tongue spell.
Okay. So far, I'm just been surrounded by rock. There's no visible holes to the outside, other than the
None.
entrance where I came in.
None whatsoever. It is just stone above, stone below, and stone to the sides. But moving toward that corner, you see the corridor continue to your east, and it seems to turn slightly north.
Okay, quietly, as usual.
You quietly move, and surprise, it moves north. And surprise, it moves east. And surprise, it moves further east. I'm just going to do this in the interest of saving some time. And you see the corridor extends to beyond your sight. It is long. You do not see any doors or openings at all.
Okay, let's get there.
Hold on, I need to sync the view here again. This place is fucking huge. Make a perception check for me, please, before you do anything else.
Still going nice and quietly, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, frick. Let me guess, you do not spot the trap. You get impaled by 1,000 dots.
No. As you turn the corner there, you notice a strange sound. Hold on. I'm trying to look if it has a sound thingy for it. Shit, it doesn't. What kind of nonsense is this? Anyway, you hear what appears to be tools clanging. Cling, 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 cling.
Okay, coming
from the
where?
north.
Okay, so if I move up here nice and quietly.
Give me a stealth check, please.
Are you sure?
Yes, I have to. It's my job.
Oh, wow,
A
that's a
really
low one.
shitty one.
Oh,
Hello. Yeah, so you look to your north. You can see there's another T section heading to the east and to the west. You are standing directly opposite an archway, and in that archway you see another largish room. From what you can tell, it's at least 30 foot in. There are neat piles of hammers and chisels that you can just make out, and what appears to be more things, sacks and wicker baskets as well. There's also like tiles, more of those light blue tiles that you saw in one of the rooms, one of the rooms that you've just been to. So yeah. Do you want to investigate a bit further in there?
Yeah, I want to have a little bit of a better look inside this room, nice and quietly peeking around the corners and that. It's another stealth, or?
Alright. Hold on a second. So you want to move forward a bit more? Give me another stealth check.
Yeah. And if I say I'm going at like a quarter speed, do I get advantage?
Irrelevant. Make another stealth check.
Ooh.
Ooh, we're getting lower. I'm getting my wish. That's a 13.
That's about as low as it gets.
As you step across the threshold, you step into this room. So far you do not see anything, but as you take that step forward, you hear Sahuagin voices behind you, but they don't seem to be coming nearer or further away. They just seem to be talking. But it's a bit difficult to make out what they're saying because you can hear a bit more clearly that ringing sound as well.
Okay.
But it does not seem to be coming from inside this room. So, do you move a bit further in?
The clinging of that is not from inside this room.
No, it's coming from that direction.
Okay, yeah, no. I'll move in a little bit more.
Alright, so give me a perception check.
My perceptions are consistent at 7 tonight.
Other than the tiles and the hammers and the so on and so forth, you don't see anybody in here, you don't see anything remarkable.
Okay, then I'll move up to that corner over there and peek around on either side.
Alright.
Guess another stealth.
Don't know if that's going to work. It stopped you at the corner.
Well.
Wow, we are really hanging low now. You don't see anything. You see that the corridor, after about 15-20 feet, turns south. And you can definitely hear that ringing sound much more clearly. Coming from the west.
This side, eh? Okay, so I'm going to stealthily move to there first.
Alright, so you move to there.
Just going to peek around that corner. I'm not going to fully move around that corner. Okay.
Goes a short way to the north.
I feel like while all this is going on, Curious is just sitting watching, pretending to look at a watch and going huh? There's been no screams yet, but I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
I'm trying to practice the flute.
Is that really a good idea now?
Silent flute.
I'm bad at it, so.
They're really shitty kid and recorder lessons. You can't quite get the lips in the right position. Are you moving further north?
Yeah.
You see the passage head off to the west before turning further north.
Quietly. But just peeking around this corner over here as well.
Okay, give me another stealth check,
move.
please.
Holy shit.
Oh, you can no longer speak Sahuagin.
I'm not surprised. Ah, fuck. You jinxed me. Okay.
Okay, luckily for you, the corridor is empty.
Okay, and then over there just peeking around that corner as well.
Okay, one more stealth check.
Alright.
And now he will roll high, hey. So, just peeking around that corner, you can see another arched doorway, and you recognize this room, and you can see the same Sahuagin that you saw earlier, priestess. You can also see that there is an additional priestess in this corner over here, who you assume was the one that was whispering about the slave and the torture that they were doing. But I take it you're just peeking. But yeah, that room is full of Sahuagin.
Yes, just peeking. Okay, so
There
then
are
I'm
8 Sahuagin in there.
alright, then I will go to that corner over there nice and quietly. Let's go have a look at
The ringing gets louder and louder. You can clearly hear that there's a lot of stonework taking place in the room nearby.
Okay. And what do I see if I look around that corner?
Give me a
Do I
stealth.
see anybody?
Ah, natural 20 for a 30. Flippin' disgusting. So, Beiro, as you move around and you take a peek, you can see that there is another one of those large Sahuagin with the warhammer standing at the ready, and he seems to be having a look to the north. He's not really paying attention in your direction, but you can hear there seems to be stone being chipped away nearby, over here against this wall that you're basically standing next to, and you can hear more from inside that room. And you can hear there is a Sahuagin that you can no longer understand, busy hissing something, and you hear a crack of a whip, and you hear a distinctly not Sahuagin voice yelp out in pain.
Okay, so is that the Sahuagin that I see? You said there's one that I can see somewhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a Sahuagin standing right here.
Okay, and is he the one that cracked the whip?
No.
So there's another Sahuagin in there.
Well, from where you're standing, you can also see there's two more Sahuagin over here.
Okay. If I move a bit, if I try and arrange myself slightly in this archway, because I want to see what those slaves, I want to see what they are. I want to try and maneuver myself in very
You can just
carefully.
see, working against this northern wall over here, what appears to be two lizard folk slaves. But you can hear more chipping coming away from this direction, and like I say, from the wall very close to you. But I will require another stealth check if you want to get any closer.
Oh, shit.
So,
Okay, but I want to have a look around here. Just have a look. Are they all lizard folk, the slaves? Are they all lizard folk?
as you move a little bit further in, you can see that there are 4 orcs working against this wall. You can also see a whole bunch of hobgoblins working against this wall. You can see that there are 7 Sahuagin in here, and you misstep and kick a stone behind this guy, and he turns around, and I am now going to have to make these guys appear out of nowhere, and I don't know how to do that. Give me a moment while I do this. This is Mambo number 5.
Okay, so sorry, was it orcs and hobgoblins?
Orcs and hobgoblins, and a couple of lizard folk that you could just barely make out on the northern wall. Sorry, this is quite a lot, so... Just to give you an indication, you can also see a very, very large one. Very sharp and nasty looking spear that also turns his attention, and this is the guy that's also got a whip in his hand. And he seemed to be whipping the orcs to the north of you. Where the fuck are you? Over there. And then... yeah, that's all you can see at the moment from your current vantage, other than, oh, the lizard folk. But this Sahuagin over here, next to you, turns around and demands something in Sahuagin from you.
Can I still feel Bimz?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna let Bimz know. Let everyone know my escape plan is going into action. I have to run.
Okay. So, this is going to be a skill check.
How
of
so?
sorts.
No.
Because you are now running. Wait,
No,
what are
no,
you
no, no.
using? How are you going to escape? Tell me.
I've got to try and remember my escape plan. Hold on. Let me. The
That doesn't
problem
help.
is, I did not expect this place to really be this freaking big.
What part of fortress? Why do you think they want the reconnaissance? And the best part is, you know that this is level 1.
This
of
is level
3.
1, yeah. And level 1 so far. Sorry, you said there were 7 guys in here, so that means there's another 3. So that's 24 plus 2 priestesses. 26 so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've pretty much got the whole of level 1 covered.
Mm-hmm. But before you carry on with that, escape plan, because this guy is now going to poke you with a stick.
No, he's not going to poke me with a stick. What I'm going to do...
Bimz, you lose contact with Bimz as he flies back to the group. Bimz screams into all of your might, Beiro's and shit! He's coming out hot! Like chili!
Well, I guess prepare ourselves for
Are you
something.
moving closer, or are you staying behind the dune?
I would pretty much tell them to, when I'd left, that they must just stay there until
They see you again.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have a great plan, but I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll find out shortly.
Well, tell me what you're doing so I can tell you what's required.
Okay, what's required is quite simple. I am going to... I can move 30, alright? And I can, as a bonus action, dash another 30.
Yeah.
And as my very first action,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast darkness on my dagger.
Okay.
So as soon as I get... So what's that? That's like...
Just by the way, other than those couple of lights that I mentioned earlier, there's no lights in here. Oh wait, actually, there's a bit of light in here. Actually, there's some torchlight because of the slaves.
Yeah. So I'm going to shrug my shoulders at this guy, and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to run to there. And when I get to that 60-foot mark,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast darkness on my dagger.
Okay. So darkness is a 20-foot sphere of darkness.
15.
15 foot. Okay.
15
So there's
foot,
now a
15-foot radius sphere, so it's 30 foot in total.
30-foot diameter.
Yeah.
So there's now a 30-foot diameter sphere running through the corridors of this place.
Yep.
Okay, this guy is running after you, and you hear footsteps behind you. I just want to check their speed. I think they can keep pace with you. Yes.
Until he hits the darkness, and then he needs to know which direction he's going.
Yeah, but you cast it on your dagger.
I cast it on my dagger. My dagger's with me.
Yeah, so he's following the moving blotch of darkness.
Yeah, so he'll be 15 foot behind me at
Yep.
at all times.
Mhm.
All right, so all right, it's 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes of darkness.
Okay, so but you're
That's-
booking it.
100 rounds. Yes, so I'm booking it.
Okay,
So-
which direction are you booking it in?
I'm going
South?
to go that away down that away, where I've gone there now. So I'm going to go around the outside.
Okay, so basically running all the way up.
Yeah, basically all the way up to there. And then the second part of my escape plan will come into play.
Up until where? To
There.
that corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Um,
if you want to fast forward,
I'm just going to do a rough thing here. Why doesn't this one... Don't
Jesus.
move your thing. I'm moving it.
yeah, no, I'm busy. What's his naming? My freaking mouse thing is not working very well.
I just wanted to get a rough estimate of how many feet that is.
Mhm.
What is that? 620 feet. And
So
you can run?
that's 10.
So it's 10, just over
6
10 minutes away.
No, 10 rounds, 1
10
minute.
rounds. 10 rounds, 1 minute away. Okay, so it's still within your darkness thing. So you still have dark. You said darkness was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so get me to there, please.
Clicky. I don't know if it's going to get you to there. Because I think I took a shortcut. I didn't go around that wall. Oh, son of a gun. This is going to be tedious. Hold on. That's the only thing now with Fantasy Grounds that's got this hard... Hey, that's a wall. You can't run through that.
Yeah.
And why won't it allow me to move, Beiro? Okay, you somehow half in a wall and it's not allowing me to move you. Oh, there we go. That was weird. You shall not pass. Meow. Meow. You just hear a lot of shouting behind you as you get to this point, and the Sahuagin are still on your tail. What are you doing? The gate is closed.
Okay, so the gate is closed and these two guys are still here, right?
Yep, but they are turning in your direction, and they see this blob of darkness approaching them, and they sort of like, huh? And you can't understand what they're actually saying, but they are alarmed.
Alright, so if I move sort of like that to get to that mechanism there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there'll be a blob of darkness around you.
Yeah. So, oh, actually, I don't need to get there. I just need. Sorry, I meant to get to that one there. Can I operate this mechanism?
You can, but you know it takes around 3 minutes to lift that gate.
I just needed to lift high enough for me to get through.
And the two Sahuagin are going to attempt to stop you. Even though they're in darkness, they are still going to attempt to stop you.
Okay, tell me, that opening in that door, is it open or closed at the moment?
So no, you cannot see through it. Okay, this is quick decision time. What are you doing? Otherwise we're going into combat.
Okay, so I'm just busy looking at the spells I have available. Am I in range of Bimz again?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Huh?
I'll say so, yes. I'll throw you that lifeline.
Throw me that lifeline. This is how Beiro dies. Okay, so I'll tell Bimz to let someone come do it, create a distraction on the other side of the door, the main door.
Create a distraction. Okay. Bimz flies off. You lose contact with him. Bimz says into all of your 3 brains. Beiro's nearby. He wants a distraction. At the door.
A distraction?
A distraction. That's all he said.
Just throw me at the door.
That could certainly be a distraction.
Clown dance.
Throw a fireball at the door.
You're gonna throw a fireball at the door?
Yeah, fuck it.
Alright. How far is your fireball fire?
150, I believe.
150. Okay, cool. So you're gonna run up, what's it, about 40 feet onto the bridge and just lob this fireball at the door. There, Beiro, after maybe 10 seconds, you hear a boom on the other side of that metal latch, and the Sahuagin are concerned, and these guys were starting to stab at you already in the darkness, so they all each going to get an attacking thing with their spear with disadvantage against you. Where is this fucking Beiro standing now? I need Sahuagin number... Wow, there's too many Sahuagin. Okay, no, not number 6, number 7.
And Okay, I should have actually said that while I'm standing over here, I'm going to take the dodge action, but that doesn't really matter because it still gives
It'll still be
disadvantage.
disadvantage. So the first one attacks you and completely misses you, and the second one attacks you, also with disadvantage, and misses you as you're standing there in your ball of darkness. You see one of the Sahuagin in the next room, in that little guard room, move up to the door and open the latch to see what happened outside, while the others start moving angrily towards the gate and are shouting something in Sahuagin. One of them also starts moving towards the gong, but he's like holding off until he knows what's going on. What do you do?
Is the door open? No, the door's not open. Just the latch has been.
Just the latch, and there's a Sahuagin standing in front of the latch.
Okay, I'm going to move. I'm just going to move around until that door's opened.
Which door?
That one.
Which one is that one? The big one.
Yeah.
They see the stone is scorched, but they're not opening that door. Oh wait, they see Xerxes standing on the causeway.
I moon them.
The big guy in front of the gate starts yelling orders for these guys to start opening up, and the guy that's now not standing in darkness attempts to start raising the gate. The others, including the guy who was moving towards the gong, start heading out the door. The door opens. Xerxes, you see 4 of the Sahuagin start jogging across the bridge towards you. What do you do?
Please say you have another fireball.
I ask him, what are you doing? I say, Bimz, ask him what the fuck he's doing, because I want to just create a wall of fire all the way the fuck straight down that path.
Go for it.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Wall of fire, can you link the spell for me? Because I don't remember, if I remember right, it's a 5 foot thick wall that can be hot on one side and not hot on the other.
Yeah,
and can be
exactly.
quite high, or it can be, it's like strange shapes as well. So
yeah, exactly.
Are you just going to cut off the causeway, basically? You're just going to like do it across like here.
So.
Oh, you can't see.
No. I want to make it downward.
What?
He wants to make it straight down. Yeah.
Okay.
Like where?
I'm asking him.
Yeah, straight down on the far left-hand side. So anything on the right-hand side of it will burn.
Sorry, I just realized I never synced.
Hello?
With you. I just want to get the spell open in front of me. Sorry, the Fantasy Grounds is just like
Cool.
very
But
slow.
yeah, so basically on the far left-hand side, so everything on the right-hand side burns.
You create a wall on a solid within range up to 120 feet away, which you are. 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. Okay, sorry. The wall is opaque and lasts for the duration. The wall. Each creature in this area must make a dexterity saving throw or take 5d8 fire damage or half as much on a successful save. One side of the wall, selected by you, deals the damage to each creature within 10 feet of it. I thought it was only 5 feet. Shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you now. I'm now on the same page. So you're doing it down here, basically.
And how far in the door are you doing it?
On the
Just on the causeway.
on the other side, on the opposite side.
On this side.
Yeah.
Alright. Are you doing it into that room, as far as you can see?
Yeah, basically where that first guy that I can see there on the bridge or causeway is, from maybe like 10 foot above him, all the way down as far as it can go.
Okay, so basically 60 feet. Wow. Okay, that sucks, Alan. But fine. So each of these fuckers are going to need to make a. Okay, I'm going to select you, and then I'm going to select them, and I'm going to cast the spell.
See, at
This
least
is
I
from
know
your
Xerxes
ring,
has my
eh?
back.
And just remember to add my charisma modifier.
So +5. I think. Yes. Alright. Well, first of all, let's do that. Wall of fire. They need to do a save. So let's do this. Oh my word. That is.
Only 2 fails.
Yeah, but still. It's a hell of a lot of damage. Wait, this is where I must add the +5. Ouchie.
Ooh,
Shit.
nice.
28 points of damage.
Yeah.
Two of the guys with the big hammers are like trying desperately to put themselves out. They're rolling on the ground. The others are also, they're not paying attention to you anymore, Beiro. They've got bigger concerns. They're
And
fish people that are
can I-
being lightly grilled.
Can I say, as I see the fireball go off, I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon right there. So literally, as the fire dissipates, there's a very angry narwhal.
Alright, Siren, are you doing anything to this circle jerk of fun?
I'm being classed here, so.
Outclassed? Don't you have anything you can lob from far away?
Can I do an attack in the meantime with the narwhal?
So give an attack with the narwhal, but the things are going to be very fluid for you. I'm going to put it to you this way: you're going to have an opportunity now to attack with your narwhal. Neville, then I want to know what you're doing immediately after that.
God.
No, that is a automatic natural.
Oh god, that tracks actually.
Yeah, that works. This is how these things work with these plans. Go A-team. So, Neville, Beiro, what are you doing?
Okay, this gate over here hasn't opened yet, eh?
Nope.
They're still busy opening
But
it.
you can see through it. It's just bars.
Yeah, I can see through it, and this door, oopsie, this door over here is now open as well.
Yes. But there's a raging fire.
How long does that fire? Is the firewall still up?
Yep.
Oh, if the firewall's still up, then I'll just move a little bit this way.
I can switch it off, I believe. You
Actually,
just
wait,
tell
hold
me.
on.
You can.
Hold on. What's the range of this thing? No, it's got no range. Okay, cool.
They're going to open that gate for you now, quick pass to get out of there.
yeah. Wait, where was I? I was there, huh?
You were there, yeah.
Sahuagin 8 hasn't been hit by anything.
No. They are the
Okay.
ones that are on inside.
Nah, then I'll just move to where I am right now and stay there. I can cancel that movement, yeah. And I will hold my dagger at the ready in case something comes close to me. I'll attack it with green flame blade charged.
Okay, well, folks, I'm going to do this. I want you to all roll initiative for me, please. Because now we are officially in proper combat.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm
Very
on
good.
it tonight.
Hey, look at all this fantastic rolling that's going on here. And
I will show you
Alan,
fantastic
I will
rolling.
roll for you. Actually help me to do so. Wow. Okay, that's a 9 for Xerxes.
Did I give Bimz
You
the
rolled
numbers?
the wrong one.
No, I rolled the right one. There's only one. Did you give Bimz what?
I can't remember. Did I give Bimz the numbers to relate to everybody?
Yes.
of how strong they were here, so they knows that everybody knows there's 26 of them here.
Well, you didn't give the last rooms.
Okay, but they know that. Okay, so there was up to about what 16 or 17 at that
Yeah.
point, I think. Okay.
Alrighty. So, with that, and since we are now going into combat, and since it is 3 minutes to 9, I believe I'm going to call it here, and hopefully next week we can actually have Alan with us in more than just spirit.
Yeah.
So that he can throw his own
hope
fucking
so.
fireballs. Alright, thank you very much everybody, and we will see you guys next week. Be good and stay safe.